Two-year-old maiden pacers lighting up behind the Noonan Petroleum starting gate for this afternoon's second race. Back upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Woodmere Oleksiak, Rocky Road Slim Jim, Fern Hill Delight, A Grand Terror. Westward Whim, The West Side Gigolo. Silver Hill Lightning, Age Cheddar Hanover's on the outside. Second race, top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. Rough and pacing Woodmere Oleksiak along the rail, coming from the outside, the West Side Gigolo, and farther out, that is Age Cheddar Hanover. Towards the rail, Rocky Road is Slim Jim, then racing from fifth is Fern Hill Delight. A Grand Terror got away sixth. Seventh is Westward Whim, and the trailer on the outside. That's Silver Hill Lightning. They're on the back stretch and going to the quarter. Led by Woodmere Oleksiak. Age Cheddar Hanover drives up on the outside to challenge. Two-year-olds are rolling along early. Then back at the rail for third. That is the West Side Gigolo, 29. And 1/5 the quarter. Way back here in fourth. That's Rocky Road Slim Jim. Around the turn, Fern Hill Delight. Wow, are they strung out in here? Racing from sixth, coming off the turn, A Grand Terror. Then seventh as they straighten on down the stretch towards that opening half mile, Silver Hill Lightning. And from the outside, Westward Whim, the trailer. Halfway home, Woodmere Oleksiak, the leader. Age Cheddar Hanover took a seat in the two-hole. They were halfway home in a rolling 58-4. Midway around the turn, it's Woodmere Oleksiak, the leader. Age Cheddar Hanover right on her back, racing from third and moving from the outside. Rocky Road Slim Jim is underway. Way wide and coming fourth, that is A Grand Terror. Fifth towards the rail. West Side Gigolo on the outside. Sixth now is Fern Hill Delight. Seventh on the inside is Westward Whim. Silver Hill Lightning has dropped out of it. They're by 3/4 in 1:29-3. Woodmere Oleksiak is still there. Age Cheddar Hanover on the outside. Second. Third towards the rail, A Grand Terror. They're homeward bound now. Woodmere Oleksiak. Age Cheddar Hanover getting to her late as they come to the wire. Age Cheddar Hanover gets up for Norris Rogers. Second, Woodmere Oleksiak. A Grand Terror will finish third. 1:58-4.
Well, there's a look at the replay from race number 2 this afternoon. And going to the quarter, Aged Cheddar Hanover was parked out in 29-1. Norris took the seat, sat in the two-hole, and moved out going up the backstretch to 3/4. And he just drives on here this afternoon. Maiden record here this afternoon. Good trip, 1:58-4 for owner-trainer Ed Harvey of Tyne Valley. Up for second was Woodmere Oleksiak. She did all the work on the front end today. And third was A Grand Terror. Rocky Road Slim Jim was fourth, unofficially 8-1-4-2 here in the second.
There's Age Cheddar Hanover making his way to the winner's circle for the first time in his young career. Bay pacing gelding 2 by Better Than Cheddar off the Western Ideal Dam Artistic Hanover. Owned and trained by Ed Harvey of Tyne Valley, Norris Rogers in the driver's seat. The mile 158 and 4 becomes a maiden record. Age Cheddar Hanover in the second. Here's the official results in the second. Woodmere Alexiak was second. Rocky Road Slim Jim fourth. Fernhill Delight sixth. A Grand Terror third. Westward Whim finished fifth. The Westside Gigolo was seventh. Silver Hill Lightning finished eighth. Age Cheddar Hanover the race winner. They went 29 and 1, 58 and 4, 129 and 3, and the mile 158 and 4. From the top, your program reads 246, 357, 81. Age Cheddar Hanover at 570. The Exactor 720, Triactor 2690, Superfecta 2415. Daily Double 39.70. Ladies and gentlemen, on the track, it is the first of two matinee finals from the PEI matinee circuit of this year. And joining us this afternoon, the voice of the PEI matinee circuit, Christopher McRae, and he has the post-parade and the call of the first final.
First division of the Prince Edward Island Matinee Finals is on the track and parading, and they will be trackside with the Department of Agricultural Trophy presentation. Number 1, Private Dancer, owned by Zach and Paul Conway. Zach is in the sulky. 2, Badlands Giovanna, owned by Brady and Carly Sweet. Brady Sweet will drive. Number 3, Sharing the Moment, owned by Mackenzie Arsenault. Eddie Strongman will drive. Rounding out the field is the 4 entry, Rising Fella, owned by Jansen and Allison Sweet. Brody Ellis and Susan Thompson. Jacob Sweet will drive.
Don't forget to get your 50-50 draw tickets here this afternoon, guaranteed at $200. 50-50 is presented by the Prince County Horsemen's Club.
Horses are lined up on the starting gate from the rail out. It's Private Dancer, Badlands Giovanna sharing the moment, and on the outside, Rising Fella. Here they come. There they go, they're off in racing. Badlands Giovanna leaving out from the grandstand side. Rising Fella goes off to the front. Second into the turn, that is Badlands Giovanna. Then third, that is sharing the moment in the trailer. Fourth, Private Dancer racing up the backstretch towards that opening quarter pole. And on top, Rising Fella is the leader there. In the 2-hole second, Badlands Giovanna. Then third, sharing the moment, Private Dancer trails the field. Fourth, they went that opening quarter mile, 29 and 1/5. And on top, Rising Fella is the leader there for Jacob Sweet. Tracking along in the 2-hole second, that's Badlands Giovanna. Then third, sharing the moment, Private Dancer trails the field. Fourth, racing to the halfway mark next, and it's Rising Fella leading them there. Badlands Giovanna is second, moving to the outside now. Third, that's sharing the moment. Then the trailer. Fourth, that's Private Dancer. Half is up, 59 and 4/5. And on top, it's Rising Fella leading them there. Second at the rail, that's Badlands Giovanna. First up, third, that's sharing the moment. Then the trailer on the outside. Fourth is Private Dancer racing to the 3/4 pole now. And it's still Rising Fella there. At the rail, second, Badlands Giovanna. Third on the outside, sharing the moment. Then Private Dancer, 3/4 was up. 130 and 1/5. Rising Fella still there. Here comes Badlands Giovanna from the 2-hole second. Up the rail, third. That's sharing the moment, and Private Dancer down the stretch they come. On the outside trying to get there's Badlands Giovanna down to the wire. Badlands Giovanna will win it. Second was Rising Fella, then third, sharing the moment. Time of the mile, 1:59 and 1. Parading back to the winner's circle from the first division, that is the number 2 entry, Badlands Giovanna. It's owned by Brady and Carly Sweet. Brady Sweet was in the sulky. Here's the results from the first division. Private Dancer finished 4th. Badlands Giovanna was your race winner. Sharing the Moment was 3rd. Rising Fella was 2nd. Fractions were 29 and 1, 59 and 4. 3/4 was up 130 and 1, and time of the mile 159 and 1.
On behalf of the Prince County Horsemen's Club, Red Shores would like to mention billboard sponsors proudly displayed on the backstretch. They include Century 21 Summerside, Sherry's Heating Service, and Dan's Mufflers and Signs. We would also like to thank HPIBet.com, Ocean 100, Hot 1055, and Meridian Farms for their sponsorship support this season at Red Shores.